Hello, my fellow YouTubers. It is about 1:22 in the morning. I've been watching a few videos, which I hadn't had a chance to watch many lately because I've been looking at a few places here in Pennsylvania where I live at. I'm gonna do a few phone calls Monday, see if I can get permission to video them. Uh, from what I can see from walking around the outsides of them without trespassing, they look safe to go in and do a video if I can get the permission to do it. Um, of course, like the old saying, looks is deceiving. They could be rotted out on the inside. I don't know. Uh, I'm gonna talk about one particular word that I don't like. Um, it irritates me. It's a key word for burglars, thieves, dope dealers, or drug dealers. Uh, for women to go do what they have to get their drug money, and that's the word abandon. I see it on all the videos on YouTube. Uh, that's just a key word. If you made a video and put it on YouTube in that area, and there's some of them happen to be watching it, and they know where the place is at. You go in, they watch the video where you're going in, everything's in it, and you come out. Uh, they can wait a few days if there's anything of value in it, or they think's value that they can trade for their drugs, or make a drug deal, or do what they have to do. They say they're not going to get caught because you didn't get caught doing it. It's That's going to mess that property up in the long run on it. Simply because it's going to be more and more people going in and out. It's going to run it down. It's going to cause problems with the neighborhood or problems with the area that's in as far as crime rate goes. Uh, I like the word vacant a little better. Um, it's it In my little weird mind. I think it protects the property a little more by saying vacant, because that's telling everybody, well, that it's nobody there, but they could come up at any given time, or that landowner or that agent could come up at any time to show that place. Um, that's why I like the word vacant a little bit better. Abandoned just sounds like it's saying welcome anybody and everybody. Now that's just me. I'm not downrating nobody that's putting abandon on their videos, by no way, shape, form, or fashion. Because a lot of videos I watched today, in the last couple of days, have been excellent videos. It's actually gave me tips on how to do stuff. It's gave me ideas on more videos. It's gave me a better outlook on what they're seeing or may not be seeing that I see in their videos. So it's helped me a lot, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that's doing it and posting them. You're teaching me how to go about making videos and giving me more ideas on making videos, and that's what I like about it. That word abandon, I just don't like it. It just don't fit a lot of places I've seen that's been videoed. Um, and another thing that irritates me is the ones that's going in doing videos. It's taking a crowd of people with them. They're making a lot of noise, a lot of vulgar language. They're moving stuff. They're kicking stuff around. They're playing, and that's what gets you caught. I've seen a lot of videos where it's just been one person in it and they got caught. It's just simply because they walked by a window and somebody's seen them, or they made a misstep and made a noise and somebody heard it. Whatever the case may be, they still got caught. Um, uh, that's what I like about those saying that the fire department, the personnel use, and it's trained in them when you take it training. I was a volunteer firefighter for a few years. I was also an EMR with the departments I was with, and our golden rule was 2 in, 2 out. In other words, 2 people go in, 2 people come out. And I feel the same way about safety on it. 2 people go in, 2 people's coming out. Just everybody's making videos. When you go into places like that, be respectful. Don't tear up stuff like I've seen some do. Don't move stuff around and put it out of place. Put it back where you get it. If a door's open, close it. If you can do it safely and can find it, if there's water running, turn it off. Because not only does that cost that landowner, but it also costs it's going to cost in taxes as far as property damage goes, among other things. If you can turn it off safely, turn it off. Be respectful about it. Because I've seen one video that a person done. They went in, water line was busted. I see this in a lot of videos. As a matter of fact, the water line's busted. The one's video when I walked right by the shut off on it. Turn that water off. That way, when it does dry up enough, and you if it's got a room or something flooded out that you want to go into, if you turn that water off, not only does it save that water company money, but it saves everybody else is using that water money in the long run, because if they can't account for the water that's being lost, it's going to be added to your bill regardless if you see that or not. It will be added to your bill to make up for that loss. If you can get to it to turn it off, be respectful, because you're already there without permission anyway, and you want to try to help protect it so you can maybe get other places to go to. By that, turn that water off. I mean, it not only does it protect that property a little more, but it shows that you respect that particular place enough to help save the damage by turning the water off. And saves on the water bill and a lot of work. But if that water's constantly running like it's go knock the foundation out. It's gonna run the water bill up. In a lot of places, whatever your water is, your sewer is. It's gonna tear up the foundations. It's gonna run the water bills up. It's gonna more likely cause damage to the property next to it. And that's gonna cause taxes to raise. Nobody likes paying higher taxes. I don't. But be respectful about it. If you can, turn that water off. That way it dries up. So if you want to go back again and do a video, then the place will be dry enough for you to walk the basements or wherever the water may be leaking at. Because like I said, you're already there probably without permission anyhow. Be respectful about it. Turn that water off. If you feel safe enough to do it, turn that water off. Try to carry somebody with you that you can trust, that's going to watch your back. Don't carry 6 or 8 people with you, because when one of you get to talking, the other one gets to talking, you're going to get louder, louder, and louder. And that's going to cause somebody on the street to hear you, and they will call the police department or the sheriff's department, wherever you may be at. When they come out, you get into a lot of trouble. I've seen a lot of that on videos. If it's got power running to it, be alert when you walk in, because there can be alarms set. There may or may not be an alarm set. There could be video cameras set. They don't have. I've seen a video that a person made and got caught on video doing it, and the property wasn't marked. They had video surveillance on it or security patrol on it, and needless to say, I hadn't seen them back on YouTube now. I think I seen this one last year. Their YouTube channel's not there anymore. I don't know what came out of that. But watch for signs, your posted signs, your no trespassing signs. If it's posted and it's got no trespassing on it, respect that property. Stay off of it. Because a lot of time them signs will have a phone number on it. What's it gonna cost you to make a phone call? And meet up with that owner and say, hey, I make videos with YouTube. I would like to video your property. Or I would like to take pictures of your property for my personal enjoyment or something. There's ways you can come up with it and do it right, especially if it's got a phone number on the sign. Call them and talk to them. A lot of times they'll give you permission to go onto that property. Sure, go ahead. Or take photos of the place. Tell them you're taking photos and say it just gives me an idea I may like the outside of my place to be if I went with this particular style of wood or brick or whatever. There's always a way to get on that property right and a legal way to do it. If it's posted, don't go on it. If it's got no trespassing, more than likely will get shot. The landowner can probably shoot you if he catches you there. So it's not worth it in the long run. But if you do, be careful, be safe, watch your back. Make sure you find a way in, 2 ways in and 2 ways out. That way, if somebody comes in one way, you can be quiet and go out the other way. So that way you don't get caught, and a lot of people's already gonna know the places you're videoing anyway. Just like here where I live in Pennsylvania, but when I put my videos up at this crosswalk I'm doing Monday, the Rolling Mills mine, if I can get the video of that, people's gonna know where it's at already. The couple of places I want to get into and video if the owners will let me, I'm gonna video the outsides, which is that's not considered trespassing or posted property. When I video the outside and post it, they gonna know where it's at. So there's no way I can hide the town that I'm in. I'm not trying to hide the town in. I'm just not gonna put it. That's for respect for the property owner. Um, I'm not putting the addresses. That's out of respect to the property owner due to the fact of all the vandalism we have going on with people breaking in, stealing stuff, getting their drug money, or taking the copper pipes and the copper wiring out of them to get their drugs with. That's the main reason I'm not going to post any addresses. And if I can, I'm going to do my very best not to post any buildings, try not to catch any other buildings or any other property in that video to give a clue where it's at. Because the town I'm in, it's got a lot of old buildings, it's got a lot of history. I'm calling on a few buildings Monday to see if I can get permission, or a lot of the properties Monday, to see if I can get permission to go in and video them or take pictures of them, because that's going to learn me the history of it. There's 1 or 2 museums here I want to go into, see if they'll let me video as I walk through. So there's a lot of ideas I got for videos I want to do, and of my own, and watching everybody else's videos, that gives me a lot of do's and don'ts. I'm not going to invest into a lot of high dollar equipment. It's not worth it to me when I can put out just as good a quality of a video on the stuff that I have. And if it gets ruined, it ain't gonna take that much to replace it. I know some of it's got probably $600-800 tied up, spending on a camera. If that gets ruined, that's a chunk of change you lost. Me, about $40. And my videos, I hope it's gonna be the same quality as everybody else's. Now, as far as quantity, I'm not gonna put out a lot, get a lot of videos out there that look like crap. I'm not gonna put 100 videos on YouTube it's gonna look like crap when I can post 4 that's in great quality. So I'm gonna take my time at what I do. I'm gonna make sure I got the time to do it. I'm making calls Monday on a few places that I've seen, see if I can get permission to video them. I picked up a lot of ideas from everybody else. There's about 8 different people that I watch regularly on YouTube. I'm not going to plug them on my videos. I'm not going to do that because I don't want nobody to say there's favoritism being played one way or the other. I'm not going to say who they are. I will say some are male and some are female. But they gave me a lot of great ideas for videos. I picked up a lot of do's and don'ts from them. Uh, One, I will never, ever post a video of my family on YouTube. Simply because there's some out there that's got stalkers. I'll never post my family on YouTube. Um, just out of safety of my family, I'll never do that. I'll respect my family enough to do that, not to post them on video on YouTube. I'm not gonna make no videos close to my house. I will say that, because where I live at, one person sees the video, they know exactly, they can tell you your address. So I'm gonna be respectful about that. I'm not gonna make none close to my house. I will be posting a crosswalk video Monday. I'm making those calls Monday. I want to thank all of you that's putting out the great videos, that's gave me the do's and don'ts. I want to especially thank the 6 or 8 that I watch regularly, and the few others that's just started. I'm watching them and how many mistakes they're making. I watch the videos closely. I'll look for little stuff in the videos that you may not see that I don't make a remark on, because somebody else will catch it later on in the video. I watch how you stand. That's the things I look at. I watch how you stand. I watch how you turn with your equipment to catch different stuff. There's one that I watch on here regularly that he uses the fisheye pan, widescreen, the wide lens, and the narrow lens. I watch to see how well product they put out. And I've got a lot of ideas on making mine. So thank y'all for that. Be safe, be careful, get home safe, and thank you for watching.